Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, another episode of Psycho's Platters, always powered by coffee each and every time. Not sponsored by White Castle. It'd be funny if they did, though. I like those sliders. I just do. And I'm not talking about the ones in the grocer's freezer. I got half excited when I found out what I thought was that they were going to put a White Castle in Springfield, Missouri. Turned out it was a satire site. Damn it. Hey Jen, how you doing? You like White Castles? See, we started off with coffee and White Castle. See, because I got. William, how you doing? You know what, Will? I saw the first 15 minutes of your Troll War video. I'm going to look at the rest later. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yes, the original slide. Hi. Oh, sure. Now you can. No. Toby Tobins, don't rip the Stones poster. Oh, boy. Hi, Dave. The original sliders, yes. I've admittedly you've never had White Castle. Let's see. Is there crystals near you? Yes, Toby. Hey, Toby. Come here. Toby. Come on. Don't sit on my phone. See? Look. You got people out there. Toby Tobins. Toby. You know what? I love this kitty. This kitty's only been here a week. And she's already grown on me. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Yeah. All right. Down you go. Go explore. Toby, you got your own fan club, by the way. Here and inward. That's right. Crystals. That's the. But do they have them in Texas, Dave? Do they have crystals in Texas? Dave, I have never been to Texas. I am so ashamed. I've been here in Northwest Arkansas 17 years almost, and I have not gone to Texas. I need to change that. True, but it is a tasty bio waste. Oh, okay. Yeah, because there you go. Yeah, that's right. Come on down. Yeah, you know what? I need to make a Texas trip. I've said this before, but I definitely want to go to Lubbock for Buddy Holly, that stuff. That's might be the only touristy thing, right? I want to go to Canton, Texas, which I think is south of Dallas, Fort Worth, if I'm right, for the biggest, largest flea market, indoor-outdoor, at least in the state of Texas. And a guy that used to go visit there, the only reason why I knew about this flea market was Max Stevens. I miss his videos, if you know who I'm talking about. East of Dallas, Fort Worth. Okay. Excuse me. Now, I do have some type of congestion thing, but it's clear. I don't know if it's allergies or I really have something. I've had this now on and off for 2 days. All right. Before I go into putting a invite up and such, new subscribers to the Psycho universe. That's right. Loser List 69 and Stephen Wade are now members of the Psycho network. At least Paul doesn't ghost us like so. Nah. I don't do that. Sucktastic. That is a new word now. We will put that into the Webster Dictionary lexicon. Sucktastic, which could be dual meaning in far as sucktastic is concerned, and one of those could be involving with succotash. See what I did there? You thought I was going to go dirty, didn't you, on that one? Anyways. So Loser List 69 and Stephen Wade, thank you for, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Look that up in your Funkin' Wagnall. How you doing, Fred, by the way? All right. So, you know me by now. My regular audience knows. You know, I've had fun creating these titles for these videos because some of you people are like, you try to figure out and go, what the fuck is he talking about? So the title is Found Love in Heavy Traffic on MacDougal Street. Rest in peace, John Barbata and David Sanborn. George, hello. It's great, bully. I like that. I like that emoji. Well, not emoji. Avatar. I don't like the movie Avatar. I saw that movie. It was so boring. Sorry. I mean, sure, the animation was great. Boring. But let's talk about, like I said, John Barbetta and David Sanborn passed away both this week. John Barbetta, played for the Turtles in 66 to 69. That's where he got his start. Jumped over to Crosby, Stills, and Nash, 70 to 72. And at the back end of 72, he is drums on the last Jefferson Airplane studio album, which, if I remember correctly, is Long John Silver. I think it's Long John Silver. Is a 72 album. So I think he's also on 30 Seconds Over Winterland for the last live thing in 73. And then, of course, Jefferson Starship, which he is until 1978. Unfortunately, a car crash is what sidelined him, and that's why he ended up not being in Starship, Jefferson Starship anymore. And I didn't know this until recently. He lived, I guess, since the late 80s in Ada, Oklahoma, which I'm like, wow, that's not too far of it. I could have gone and tortured John Barbetta, I guess. But oh well. I always find out after the fact. And then, of course, David Sanborn. Now, I'm not much of a jazz guy, okay? I mean, I'm just not. But pretty much, I mean, David was all over the place for sessions, okay? But pretty much when I looked, I had to research this. Butterfield Blues Band in 1967 is pretty much where he kind of got his major start from. He's on 4 albums for them, all right? Mid-70s, he worked with David Bowie, Stevie Wonder, and James Taylor. And then in 75, 76, he joined the Brecker Brothers Band. And shortly after that, he also did solo and other session stuff. I said stuff. Yes. Yes, hello, John and Dan. Yes, smooth jazz. I gotta say, David Sanborn was one of the faces of smooth jazz. I don't mind smooth jazz. I just gotta be in the mood for it, I guess. I know a lot of people hate on Kenny G. Now, my oldest son, Michael, he likes Kenny G, but he likes all kinds of music too, just like me. I never really was much of a jazz person. I mean, I still remember that my friend Doug, Vinyl Grotto radio show, he somehow I tripped on, I still have it in the collection, but it's not an original, it's not an OG, but it was a nice 80s Japanese press of Getz Gilberto, and I actually liked it. I dug it. I ended up getting a couple Stan Getz, and I've dipped my toes in Brubeck and a handful of other things, but most of the time I just can't get into it. That's all there is to it. Hey, Jeff. So like I said, before I, well, you know what? Why not? Now, I got to let you guys know something. The show is going to have to be done by 8:30 my time, max. Also, I'm not going to have to worry too much considering that six days from now, I'm on the cheapy StreamYard plan, if you can't figure it out, which is called the freebie plan for the 20 hours. And of course, they were saying, that I got about 7 hours left for 6 days. Yes, that night music TV show in the 80s, and man, all that Sanborn did a great resume. And that's right. There's so much. I mean, I saw B.B. King's name was thrown in there, and I think if I remember correctly, I tripped on something that at the age of 14, he ended up somehow performing with Albert King and I think Willie Dixon. I could be wrong about that. But, so he has, he's got a lot of blues backing too, which is nice. Now, Ladies and gentlemen, hi Randy. Ladies and gentlemen, my first guest. Glad to see back. I was kind of half worried, believe it or not, about her. There's your hint right there. Well, let's see. I usually try to come up with some interesting quips, but I can't seem to really come up with anything. Um, I guess we could just simply say that, according to what maybe we've heard, that the Lennon box is not going to be on her Christmas wish. See, she's already going Christmas wish list, ladies and gentlemen. Beetle Babe.
If my dad would blow that much on it, I would gladly accept it, but I'm not going to spend that on it.
You
Neither is
know,
he. He doesn't
and
spend that much on anyone.
that's the thing, though. Okay, I got to agree with certain people
Exactly.
that if they've got the money, it's it. I'm not going to tell anybody how to spend their damn
I
money.
would,
That's their
I
damn
could
money.
do it, but I'm like, there's lots of better things I could do with that money than just spend it on that that's mostly going to sit on a shelf.
Well, okay, for most people, maybe it would, but here's the thing. I really honestly think the record now, how much of this is record company profit? Because
A lot of it. A
these
lot of it.
sets cannot cost a gazillion. Now
There's
I don't
no
know
way.
if you overheard. Okay, I'll get to the topic in a minute, but when I went to Vintage Stock as a chain, oh, and by the way, no Hawthorne Heights CDs. I looked. My son is a huge Hawthorne Heights fan. He gets to go. He's going to get to play VIP cornhole with what? And that's not a joke. That's serious. What are you looking for? Your food. What did you order? McDonald's. You should have asked me 2 hours ago. That's where I was.
I thought you were at White Castle.
I don't have any here. They're teasing though. Even my son's going off in Springfield, Missouri, and I'm like, I think it's a satire page because Mike, my other son, sent it to me too. I'm like, ugh, and like Springfield's about an hour 45 away from me.
Ooh, yeah, that's way too far just for burgers.
The big tease for the last few years has been the rumor of In and Out coming to Tulsa. Now the West Coasters know what In and Out is.
Of course.
I shouldn't even know what In and Out is, but when
The people out here talk about so nonstop, it's impossible for everyone else not to know.
my late wife got me a shirt from the Salt Lake City, because like her mom lived in Utah.
Hmm.
Yes. So today though, um, wait a minute. Beetle Babe reminds me of Sammy Maudlin appearing on the Bobby Bittman show. How are ya? Every time Sammy Maudlin would be like, he'd be slapping his knee like about 500 times, and I'd just be going, they got the satire dead on right there. Hello, hello. Anyways, if you guys haven't seen it, go watch Bobby's film Funny Stuff, the uncut version. I dare
Okay.
you. That's also right. So yes, that's right. Talk. Talk. So for the first time, I go in there and I'm not even maybe 5 feet in the door, and I see this big box, and I'm going, what the hell? And they changed everything in the store now. It's a lot
Right.
more vinyl centric in the first half. And I'm going, is that what I think that is? And I go and take a look, and lo and behold, it's the Harrison. All things must
Hmm.
pass. Great. Never saw one except in pictures.
Right.
And I touched the dang thing because I knew the guy behind the counter. And I said,
Right.
I got to see this thing. And he goes, oh, you know about this, don't you? I go, John, what don't I know? I mean, I don't
Right.
profess to be an expert, but he always he calls me for certain expert things. I'm like
Really?
that Pawn Star where he's like, I got to call my expert, but at least I'm a real expert. Well, whatever. Anyways, at least I haven't been in jail. How about that? So
That
so the
counts
thing
for something.
right. So the thing is I open that thing up very carefully, and I still see that like the illustrations and everything's still sealed. And I'm going,
Whoa.
what are you at? $7.99? And I'm going, that's that is half a steal. And he goes, huh? And I go, half. I said, problem is some of the prices dropped on
They
those
did.
sets.
They
But
did. I saw them on Amazon for about a minute for 600 something.
right. And so I went off, and I'm just sitting here and I'm going, I know damn I'll be amazed if that thing sells. but
Hmm.
I'll give it 3 months. If that box is still gathering dust in 3 months,
That's fair.
I will
That's
go
fair.
off and I'm going to go, John, this thing's been sitting here for 3 months. You know all about this. I'm like, 350 and I'll cut and run. I'll see what he says.
Well,
Three.
hey, I mean,
I know,
you
I
might
know.
get him to. You might.
So, here we go. Dolan loves her. You mean this one here?
Yeah.
Well, not to love? Damn it, I can't even talk. What up, Paul and Jen? Hail, chat fam, rock and roll.
Hey, Melody.
Fact. Yes, I've got you dig through. Let's see here. It's not worth $1.
Oh,
Here's the thing. You might be correct on that. And truthfully, I'm satisfied with with the with the 3 CD. I'm satisfied with the 3 CD, and I got it at Target sale price.
and I'm
And
over here like, if they could have sold the individual things out of it, all I wanted out of that damn crate was the bookmark. That's all I wanted was the stupid bookmark. So, the
bookmark.
one made from the tree from Friar Park. I'm like, I kind of wanted
Oh
that 'cause that's so
yeah,
unique and
yeah.
so weird that actually that kind of does appeal to me. But
It says here, Paul plays an expert in real life. So let me throw this. I know I'm so off topic, but let me throw this for a second because I pretend like I'm so self-important, and I know I'm not. I'm just a grain of sand in the big fucking universe. But this is what I like to say. Hi, I'm Paul Pease. I'm not an expert, but I play one on TV. And you too can be an expert in 20 easy lessons at $9.99 each. Send your money
now,
no COD to PO Box 6969, Walla Walla, Washington. Wait 6 to 10 months, and hot the like. It's so hot. The like, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I do play a large baby in real life. Goo goo gaga in different strokes. Oh my god. That's one thing I never would. What are you going to tell me? Either Mr. Drummond or Mrs. Garrett was in a diaper. I don't want to see either of that. I hope that episode remained unreleased. What you talking about, Willis? Dolan knows talent.
oh,
Maybe he should be a talent scout. Beatles mono box was $2.99 when it came out.
which
Now
is
see,
crazy when you see it now.
now yeah, see, and here's the thing. Oh, okay. So sorry we're staying Beatles centric for a minute, but the guy actually asked me a question. John did. He goes off and I'm leaving you this up here for a minute, Randy, for a reason. So he goes off. He says, Paul. He goes, now there was two other co-workers behind the counter, and he's like, what do you think of this? And he hands me the revolver box, and I'm like, you really want to know? And he's like, yeah. I said, firstly, who gives two shits about a stereo version? I go, Beatle fans, mono all the way from the first album to the White Album. After that, it's stereo. So the only stereo bit, which would be pointless, of course, is Abbey and Let It Be. That's it. Everything else is in mono. Now, stereo's cool, okay, if it's really stereo. And Capitol, as we all know, a lot of the US labels in the 60s were pure shit on their stereo. Capitol, Epic, I mean, there's at least a bunch. And it's like they didn't want to spend the time. There was an interview, I can't remember if it was with one of the Beatles or George Martin, or maybe it was Emmerich for that matter. Beatles spent all the time on the mono, and they would spend at the most half a day monitoring the stereo mix because they
Damn.
didn't give a shit. They didn't give a shit. So, so he goes off and he's like, "Well, what do you think of it?" And it's priced $199. Still, see, I'm like,
The revolver ball?
And so I'm sitting here and I'm going, no, and I'm like,
That's
and
a
I took,
ripoff?
yeah, and I said, and I think it was $199. Yeah, I could be wrong. I'm. It hasn't been a good day for me today. But the
That's
thing
okay.
is, I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, nobody gives a fuck about the stereo. And I said, and to top that off, now I'm sorry, I don't care what your favorite band out there is. Okay. Like I said, everybody knows Beatles, Monkeys, but I also like Cheap Trick, Zeppelin, Who, any of that stuff. Okay. I could give two shits about hearing 30 alternate takes on one song. Now, there is like, let's see, what was it? There was something about a start run through. And then if the song is different, okay, then the really, you betcha, then I want to hear it. I want to be for example, right off the bat to me, and I know it's going to sound really weird, but when I heard Abbey Road and that segment right around the I want, I'm so used to hearing on the record the I want you, and then is it like a jet noise? I can't figure out what that
I'm
phases
not sure
into,
what it's supposed to be either, but I know what you're talking about.
but
How it
it's
goes from
gone.
that.
Yeah, it's gone. And then you
Oh,
have the rake, and I'm going, you're so used to hearing that.
I was
And
like,
then
what is
you're like,
that?
yeah, it was like a bing light bulb moment. But I said, I like this. I said, why the hell did they not stick it like that? But that's the problem with all of us fans. I'll take. Where's your comments? I can take that down. That's the thing. I have the Beatles in mono complete CD box still sealed. Should I listen to it? Not worth much to sell, probably. Well, enjoy it. That's why you got it, Dan. Right now, saying that though, there is a guy here in town, and I hate to say this, but I think he's down on his luck. He's got a local business, and it didn't do so well. I was hoping I was rooting for him, but the last time I was in there, he had a complete. Once again, like I said, I could give two shits about Beatles in stereo, but he had the whole box. And CD, not vinyl, but the
Right.
whole box set he had coming out. And originally he was offering 100, and I'm going, which is nice, but I'm going, and he goes, I'll cut you a deal. And he's a good guy. He's done this for me before. I said, let me think about it. And I just have a bad feeling that he's not going to be around much longer in that business. And I'm going to see if I can throw a $50 bill and see if I can get that thing. Before I go any further, ladies and gentlemen, our next guest. Yeah, my son's showing me how fast this town has grown in 20 years. I hate it. Our next guest, ladies and gentlemen, he's also a psychoplatter virgin. He has never been on here.
Really?
Now, the interesting factoid about this particular man is this: when in 1971 he happened to be in the UK while the Black Sabbath was recording the Masters of Reality album, which is a great
Ooh,
kick-ass album. Oh my God, those first few Sabbath albums, huh? And he happened to be in there with the band, and
wow.
they were kind of, yeah. I mean, he's just sitting there like fly on the wall, and he goes off. And he's just taking this. They're passing it around, and he takes this big toke, and he just is going like this, as he's coughing. Ladies and gentlemen, Melody, add to the
Hey.
program.
Man, what an
Yes,
intro.
I
Oh
know,
my
right?
God.
I can only
I
use
can't live
that
up to
once,
that.
so I figured, what
Yeah,
the
right.
hell? But now you people aren't going to be able to get it out of your mind when you hear.
Good
Look
connection.
at Shannon again. Shenanigan. Yes, she's a
Well,
regular. I'll
just had so much
pass.
fun with you on Joe's. I figured, you said you were starting up a show. I'd come by,
Oh,
say
jeez,
hello.
I saw Dolan on the bus the other day. Actually, he was underneath it. Now
Good to
let's
see you,
see.
Jen.
Let me see if I
Nice
can.
to see you too.
Hey, I tell you, I saw Dolan on the bus the other day. Actually, he was underneath it. No respect at all.
That's really
Yeah.
good.
I got a kidney-shaped pool with a stone in it. The Beatles escaped the quad. Yes, they did. The Beatles themselves did, but not solo. Now, let's see. I don't. In the UK, for John, it was Imagine
Mhm.
and Mind Games. For Paul, it was, I think, Red Rose and
Yeah.
Band on the Run. For George, it would have been Living in the Material World. I don't know if Dark Horse ever got put on quad. And then Ringo, if I remember correctly, it's just Ringo's Ringo. I don't even know if Goodnight Vienna landed in a quad treatment. But I think the deluxe Imagine set's got some of those quad mixes, which I'm like, it'd been nice to hear, but I'm not spending the extra money to go get that box. So there.
Yeah, no doubt.
All
Then they
right.
have everything separated by 5.1 surround. You need the Blu-ray player to hear it, and
And don't get me wrong. My buddy, even though he did not have a quad system, he did play me some quad records on his better hi-fi, and there was some sounds it blew my mind. Like one of the best example I can give you, there was a quad version of Best of the Doors. Now the thing
Yeah.
is, though, this shouldn't have worked because the copy he had in his hand that that he let me look at, instead of being on what would have been the Butterfly Electra label at the time they would have had that done. No, instead it was a black label. It almost looked like something that might have been originally a foreign press, but it wasn't. So this was like 80s. And I'm like,
wow.
why the hell would there be a quad album in the 80s? So he puts it on, and the best song to me was Riders on the Storm. But
Okay.
Yeah.
hearing LA Woman done in quad, and I'm going, okay. I said, because I heard
I
things,
can't
I'm like,
imagine what that would sound like, but
and this is without headphones. He had good speakers. I mean, you just could
That
hear
was my
it.
next question. If you had it with headphones,
Um,
have you ever got to hear quad with headphones?
no, sir. No,
not
I
with
haven't.
headphones. I have with speakers though.
You got,
I'll tell you
yeah.
what. Have you ever been in a studio and watch a band actually record?
No.
No, but I want to. I would love
That is
to.
something, because I've had many sessions like I've done in studios, like I've bought, paid myself. I'll tell you what, the atmosphere and what you hear in the headphones, hearing everything, that's as mixed as you can get. Like when you're playing live with the band or on headphones, I can't only imagine what the Beatles were listening to in their headphones, hearing each other play along with each other. I mean, it's had to have been something so incredible that we can't even imagine it.
Is everything all right? You were coming in and out
Yeah.
for a second.
Yeah, I had an alarm
Okay.
on my phone.
Oh,
Went off.
understood. So John brings up 5.1 and 7.1. Yeah, quads can come out pretty fine. I did not think about that. So here's my question then, John, and we're going to leave your comment up for a minute. I'm a little ignorant on this, okay? So if I'm wrong, tell me. So, like, let's say, for example, my stereo over here, okay? It's just a plain Jane
Right.
stereo. But if I took, like, let's say I bought, like I had the Sabbath Paranoid in quad. I had the Deep Purple Stormbringer in quad. Let's say so I put one of those on.
Great album.
Let's say I put Paranoid on the turntable on my regular stereo turntable. If I were to take an aux cord and run it into a sound bar that would do a 5.1 or a 7.1, would it come out from my little stereo more quadish? Yes or no? Because I'm an idiot. I don't know.
I don't have a good answer for that either.
The Beatles mono CD goes for $150 to $200. Yeah. So
Yeah,
see,
I
even
can
though
see
I'd
that.
rather have that mono bit, but if I can get that stereo for a 50, I'll maybe pull the trigger and just get it. I mean, I've got a lot of their stuff anyway. But before I get any farther off, I want you guys to talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to get some more coffee, and then we're going to go to the title of this video. Now I'm hearing static.
Are you? I don't hear anything.
Or was that a car?
Now it's gone, so
It's
I'm not
gone.
sure where that came from.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to get a little bit of coffee here. Please don't leave. I'm at almost 30
I'm
people
not
here. You
leaving.
people are amazing and must be bored. Don't run away.
How
I'll be
long are
right
you going to be?
enough to get the coffee. After these
Enough to get the
messages, we'll
coffee.
be right back.
Remember those commercials?
Love it. Love it. Well, how's everybody doing? Everybody in the chat having a good time?
Hopefully so. I can't see the chat on my end, so read anything
can't,
interesting to me.
No, they're just talking amongst themselves, really.
Okay.
I can see it on my other screen.
Okay, cool. Because I've still got my data entry stuff up here, so I can't have both of them up at the same time. So.
Yeah, right. Oh, I can understand that. How long you been doing that for?
Oh God, probably. You mean today or in general?
Yeah, today.
Oh, today I've been doing it like since I got up. So. But it's the
Oh
last day of
man,
the pay period, so it goes by how much I do, not by how many hours into it. So trying to crank
it's
in
a,
as much as I can before I log out. So
right. Well, this is a good time as any, I guess, for me. I
Okay.
might as well.
Dave says, no, Paul, those were CD4 discrete, not SQ or QS,
Oh, that
which
was
was some
quick,
of the
Paul.
systems back then. Bummer about John Barbata. Yeah. And he was a great drummer, I thought. Okay, so it
Yeah.
won't do quad on a 5.1. Thank you for telling me that, though. I was just curious.
it's a reasonable question, I think. I mean, it made logical sense that maybe it could, but okay,
Remember when
now
the
we know.
teachers turned their backs?
Yeah.
It's hump day.
Hump
I used to
day.
love that commercial.
Yes.
I used to love that
Yesterday, I
commercial.
was kidnapped by mimes. They did unspeakable things to me. Hey, I'll tell you. Systems with space where speakers are placed. That sounds pretty good. I like that. I'm no expert, Paul, other than that. It's all good. So while we're all here comfortably, well, some of us are more comfortably numb than others. Have another hit of fresh air. Oh, but before I do that, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, he is no longer a virgin on the Psycho Platter show. This man, he uh, he actually went into a male beauty contest. Now, this was going back around 1997. This man
Wow.
here, he scored on everything. Okay, but the talent contest. Unfortunately, there's only so many things you can do with juggling pins. And unfortunately for everyone, ladies and gentlemen, the judges that were in the front row all
Oh
got
no.
conked. Ladies and gentlemen, Wyoming
Hey,
Dave.
hey guys.
Hey, Wyoming Dave, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Not much, just chilling. Hey, Melody, Paul, how are you?
Hey, and you're right, they built that city. But he's not on that one. Huh? Donnie
That's quite an
Baldwin is.
introduction.
So true story though. I met Donnie Baldwin. Okay, of
Yeah.
course we're talking
Nice.
Elvin Bishop, Jefferson Starship. One of these days I'll pull the Starship stuff I've got signed from these guys. Him and Mickey Thomas are the ones I met the most. So the thing is, he was getting ready to get into the van to take him back to the hotel because he was drumming on the Eddie Money tour in 2004. He was a last minute replacement, and I wanted to, after he signed my albums is when I was going to ask him. So, Mr. Baldwin, how does it feel to be on VH1's crappiest song ever? He would have popped me because he looked buff, and I'm like, I wasn't in the mood. I just said, "Thank you, Mr. Baldwin," and ran, and I half ran. I said half because I'm too fat. All I know is the experimental jab had nothing to do with Steve Albini's death. Okay. That looks like Melody is bobbing on something else. What the? Oh my God.
No, I was just catching
Now
my
all
breath.
this panel needs is
I feel
Darren.
much better.
Darren
I
Crockett.
love
No
Darren. I
relation.
got along with Darren.
I have no problem with Darren. No
What
relation
the
to
hell happened
Joan.
to Darren? I heard there was like drama. I never heard what the hell
It's
happened there.
always.
I apparently missed everything. So
Yeah,
Dave
you're better
says
off. Ignorance
watermelon.
is bliss. You're
Well,
better off.
well, okay.
Everyone
Shenanigans is in Beaver Shores.
I don't have a problem with Darren either. He's a nice guy, I think.
Well, you know what?
Absolutely.
I wasn't going to touch on this, but I think I'm going to for a minute. I still think what I did, what I said, was not wrong. I have nothing to apologize about, and I'm not going to. Here's the other thing. If they cannot deal with it, then I guess they can't deal with it. I like being on other people's streams. Why? Because I think they're fun and enjoyable. But
Yeah.
when they're not fun and enjoyable,
Then don't
that's
bother.
a completely different thing. That's right. So the question that I have in my mind, and I am pondering it over, is whether or not, what's the word? I had the word earlier.
Excuse me.
If I've outgrown certain people in the
Possibly.
VC, and
I mean,
I what have I said since my first live stream? What have I said before I did live streams? I was a rebel, Dottie. I'm a loner. I've been a free agent all these years, and when certain people told me who I should not have on live stream, I never listened. I didn't necessarily defend, but I do believe that it's my choice
Right.
in regards to who I want on my streams
Sure.
or not.
Right.
And that's how I feel too.
And
Yeah.
you people out there, and I say
Exactly.
you people, have been the best. And I know maybe you guys think I'm whitewashing, I'm snowballing. No, wait a minute, snowballing. That's a disgusting term, isn't it? Anyways, so the thing is that I see you almost lost your beer there, Jay. So the thing is that I really meant what I said, that you guys are the best audience out there. You really, really are. You take the time out to watch this shenanigan, malarkey, horseplay, if you will. And we just have a bunch of fun and show records, which we're going to do that in a minute here. But I want to play catch up here. So by the way, Beaver Shores is real. So anybody can be perverted if they want, but it really does exist in the next town over. What in the hillbilly hell is going on here? Well, you know what? We're having a Foursquare. No, we're being like Boston and having foreplay for a long time.
I love that song.
See, I did not know there was a patented when I guess we know now, but that's like that's my trademark. Everyone should stop kissing old girls' room. I never kissed it in the first place. I never have. I can say that for a fact. Okay.
Right.
So we're going to go into the title here. I've been saying this now. You see, this is the reason why I'm ADD, ADHD. I cannot seem to stay on task. Although for some reason they love me at work. I think it's because they're desperate. That's why. And they don't have anybody that's more competent than I. I know that made that put me in my britches. Just as long as I know shit in my britches. My God, I'm getting there. All right. So we got Found Love.
No.
Change me. Found Love. Gross. Found Love in heavy traffic on MacDougal Street. So today, about a couple hours ago, I was having a shit day, guys, and that was no pun intended. I was having a bad day, and then being able to be on a mutual friend stream, that helped a little bit. And then I'm like, I'm going to do one of these shows, damn it, because I deserve it and you too. So, and I had my wacky evening zoo, not morning zoo. So I went to a resale shop. I try to go, I don't go I used to go 2-3 times a week and did the circuit. I don't have time for that. So I'm lucky if I can go some places once every couple weeks. Maybe it is made of pork. I am not entirely sure. I am thinking more spam or squam. And if you're wondering what that is pressed ham and squirrel. All right. Well, yeah, squam is made by the people that make Mrs. Squirrely squirrel butter, which we'll talk about that another day. We're working on getting a sponsorship with them. So I looked through all the albums, and most of it was the same shit. It's either Manavani or old school country. Not that I'm knocking old school country, but there's only so many Buck Owens and Nat Stuckey albums that you could put up with. Am I right?
Sounds like a good one.
I'm going to pull myself big for a second, which is probably the first time I've ever been big today, other than my weight. So I find this. Now, the cover, unfortunately, is taped on 3 sides, but for $1, I don't care. This is a second press. This is not a first press. 1963.
Oh, he's a blues. Yeah, I've heard of him.
Jimmy Reed. Oh, yes. And this is the album that's got Big Boss Man, which, of course, would later be covered by Elvis. But here's your front. Here's your back. Now, why I'm kind of showing you this, though, and just to go in a VJ, just to go in a Beatles slight rant. This would be a similar ad back to what you would find if you actually had an Introducing the Beatles from January 64. So it would just say Beatles Introducing the Beatles, and then you'd have all of these pretty close timeline. So, like I said, unfortunately, this is a second press because the first press is on a red maroon. This one here is on a rainbow oval. But for $1, you betcha, because I don't find.
What's the condition of the record?
I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, there's no deep scratches here. This is going to be between a G plus and a VG minus.
Have you
I have
listened
not
to it?
had a chance to listen to
Oh.
this yet, but for $1, I wasn't going to let that go. That
Yeah.
is a
Good
fact.
deal.
You got that? Where did you get it at? A Goodwill?
No, a resale shop.
Oh,
So-
well, same difference. Goodwill is like a resale.
Well,
thing.
no, see, Goodwill, okay, is ridiculous. Now, I know everybody's Goodwill's prices are a little bit different, but here, $2.99 an album or $45 for that matter. It doesn't seem
Yeah,
to
they
matter.
raised it here. Yeah, it's $2.99 here too.
That's
So-
what it is in Arizona too, because my nephew goes like every week. So
And
That's
unless you
what
can get
for me.
one on the
Oh.
colors, because they give you those 2 colors that give you the discount. So like you might get
I
lucky. But
rarely, yeah, on a Sunday,
honestly,
I rarely doubt.
I don't doubt that they don't change the tags on everything the night before and
It's
put new
fixed.
colors. It
Yeah,
really
it's
feels that
fixed.
way.
Oh, I see. I guess
I've
I'll
gotten
have to
lucky
watch
though,
your
one couple
Foursquare,
of them.
and then you can come see all my beavers. Not to be confused with Jerry Reed. That's right, because
He's a
for
country
Jerry
singer.
Reed, he's more eastbound and down.
Yeah.
The
Load up
first
and
line
truck it.
of "Son of a Preacher Man" mentioned Jimmy Reed. Jimmy Reed was a preacher's son. When
No.
everything
You got the wrong lyric, Jen.
I do?
No, I don't
Okay.
think so.
Yeah, it's not.
No, Sheryl Crow announced puts I think Jimmy Reeves' name in "All I Want to Do Is Have Some Fun."
I don't
She
know.
talks about
All
listening
I
to Jimmy
wanna
Reeves.
do is
It's in
have
the
some
verse.
fun.
I just gotta get to the part.
I know that song, yeah.
All
Cheryl
I
Crow.
wanna do
I just
is
keep it
have
to
some-
his big thick fingers.
Mother, can
blow
we
up.
drop the bomb? Mother can no longer handle her I can't fucking do that. Yes, and you know what? They do make some great CD comps. Okay, so that was the first part. So we know what Found Love is. In Heavy Traffic. No, it's not a Traffic album because I know some people, oh, it's a Traffic album. No, it's not.
Nope.
So
It's the soundtrack to Heavy Traffic, the Ralph Bakshi movie.
that's exact. No. So the thing is, okay, is that this band and it's a CD though. Okay, I have another vinyl to show in a minute too that I picked up, but this is a CD of a band that you really do not see very much of in the U.S. because in the U.S. they only had 2 hits. So when I came across this from 2002, Status Quo, Heavy Traffic, and I'm going, you mean you're talking 67 was Pictures of Matchstick Men, which I love that damn song. That
Love
is a
that
very
song.
cool psych song.
Yeah. good song.
Yeah, and they would have only one other hit, which was a cover of John Fogerty's "Rockin' All Over the World." To my knowledge, they never had another hit in the United States. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments.
But on the UK
Great,
charts, they had a lot of hits, I think. The British charts.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. See, that's the
good
thing,
hit.
though. That would be a show eventually that I would love to delve into. And that would be what bands that came out of the UK, or hell, they could be US bands that had more hits overseas. What was, like another one that was brought up besides Status Quo, Tears for Fears. Had a shit ton of hits over there. And I'm going, and all we know is 3. Okay,
Well, that's
3.
like Thin Lizzy. You can say about Thin Lizzy. You can say that
Thin
about a few
Lizzy, same
bands.
thing. Exactly. So eventually we ought to do one of those. You're
The
going to have
Sweet.
to pester my mom.
You know
Oh,
how
yeah,
many hits the
Sweet.
Sweet had
Ugh.
over in UK? I mean, they were a phenomenal band. Right up there with Queen. Right up there with the best of them. And they don't get the recognition over here.
They're good band, Sweet.
I
Yeah.
love Sweet. But I love Thin Lizzy too. I mean, a song like Sarah. Oh my God, that's such an incredible song.
I mean, yeah, I heard one of the band members was in trouble for showing Little Willie when there was a fox on the run. Over there, UK, Ice in the Sum, and host of others for Ice in the Sun. But yeah, as far as Status Quo vinyl, though, I'll tell you another one. This just came into my mind. Slade is another one that like big in the UK, and then it's like for some reason it wasn't until Quiet Riot Did Come On
Hey,
Feel the Noise, Goodbye to
Paul,
Jane. Hmm.
do you know who opened up Live Aid? First band to
Was
play Live Aid.
I do
was
not
it
remember.
was it Slade?
Nope. A
Status?
band. Status Quo. And you know what the first song they started off?
Huh.
I'm all right, I'm all right, I'm all right, I'm all right, I'm all right. There go. Rocking all over the world.
Oh, fuck it all. My world just collided. Jerry Reed, son of a preacher man. Don't get me started on Smokey and the Bandit
I
songs.
just rewatched Smokey and the
Eastbound
Bandit the other night.
down,
That
loaded
is
up
her
and
favorite
trucking.
movie. That is her
We gonna
favorite
do
movie.
what they say that can't be done. We got a long way to go. Short time to get there.
Dave Pua, it's the tomato. All right, third part. So we found love in heavy traffic on MacDougal Street. Tripped on this book that I guess was made into a movie at one point or another here, a
Was
Coen
that
Brothers
like a
movie.
two-way street?
The mayor of MacDougal Street, about Dave Van Ronk, who was a
Heard
60s
of him.
folkie that are like somehow I think he knew Woody Guthrie and Pete Seeger, and then Arlo Guthrie and Dylan ended up. There was a lot of people he crisscrossed in the musical universe up there. So found love in heavy traffic on MacDougal Street. Rest in
I
peace.
found
Now,
love on MacDougal Street
oh God, do you
and
okay?
left it on.
Hang on, I'm so far behind. Damn it, hang on. Yeah, got greatest hits vinyl slate. That'd be cool. I think as far as for I love the 80s stuff. I love Oh My. I love I
Run, run
love
away, run, run away.
Run Away, and then there was another song that's escaping me right now. The Jam was one that that wasn't that big in the US but was huge in the UK.
True.
That's true too. If it wasn't for MTV back in the early 80s, I wouldn't have
Yeah.
known who they were. So far, I think my favorite still is Town Called Malice. I love that damn song. I warned Tomato about the Shorts cult. True loser list.
I'm agreeing with
Do
Even
you know what
Queen.
heavy traffic is? Oh my God. Okay, so hang on a minute. Hey,
Damn.
you know what heavy traffic is? Hit your mom's front porch. Hey. Remember,
Even
ladies and
Queen
gentlemen. Yes,
was
go on.
even Queen was like bigger in the UK than they were in America. It was only until
Mm.
Freddie Mercury died that it really blew up more in America. But
That's
at the time
debatable.
in the 70s, like literally they had hits in the UK that they didn't have over here.
And speaking of Queen, just for 2 seconds, guys, I do like their 70s work, okay, but their 80s work is a little spotty. Now,
Oh yeah, I agree.
I have the Miracle album, and except for I Want It All, I hate the rest of that damn album. I'm like, I
Most
don't
people.
get it. I don't get it. It's like, what's the point? At
You
least
know
they
what's-
came back with Innuendo, which I like
I was
that
gonna say,
tons better.
Just gonna say that's a song that doesn't get the love it deserves. It's such a phenomenal song. It barely gets on their greatest hits. It barely ever gets played live. I mean, it's like one of those songs that it's just one of their kind of almost lost songs.
Yeah, I
The
remember when
video,
Headlong.
there isn't even a high definition transfer of their video. If you try to find their video, it's so pixely and like 360. Like it's so really bad quality. They should really do a 4K of that.
Oh boy. Anyways, back to this comment here. So, it's the another old school insult is it was called a jumpaline before your mom was on it.
Jumbaline, Jumbaline, Jumbaline.
No.
Oh, that's
It was
Jolene.
called a jumpaline before your mom jumped on it.
I think you were doing Maybelline.
See,
Yeah,
because
but
then
I
it'd
was
be a
singing Dolly Parton
trampoline.
Jolene melody.
Oh boy. All right. I was bad. I tried. Oh, now you guys oh boy. All right. Ellen Foley. Oh, she's trying to find Ellen Foley, my friend.
Mm.
And then, of course, whether you like him or hate him, for $2, I could not pass up a signed Oliver North, which I'm planning on getting that shipped to my son so he can. I know you can't see it
Aw.
very well, but
Nice.
and then so the other vinyl that I picked. Oh no, wait a minute! I got another CD too. I lied. So I ended up finding the Capitals with Golden Classics. It's kind of cool there. Of course, that's going to have Cool Jerk and all the other ones.
Cool, Jerk, yeah. Of course.
50 cents, by the way, on the Status Quo and the Capitals. But this, I wish I could say this was 50 cents, but it's not.
Picolina, what's up, Pico?
Yes, Piccolina. Hello there. Good to
Lena.
see you. And so the thing is that when I found this, because my buddy John, he said, "Hey, I look at all the new LPs we even got," and it's right on the front. I'm like, "My God!" I said, "I've never seen this," and I didn't even know this existed. So from 2019, even though it's sealed, it's
Right.
signed, and this is the reason why I got the double LP Ides of March Play On 55th anniversary.
Oh, you got Jim Peterick?
Jim Peterick, yes, is
Wow,
the
freaking
mastermind
love
of this
him.
band.
Oh my
And,
God, he's the singer on it.
Yes.
Did you
Now,
see
I
that
haven't.
special he did a couple years back on PBS? They did a special of Jim Peterick whole show with him.
I need to get one of those Cornerstone of Rock specials. I know PBS has recorded a couple of them.
Oh
but
my
like
God, so incredible that special. It has everybody on it too. Like any song that he played on Survivor, has a Fooled Around, Fell in Love, has Mickey Thomas comes out and does some Starship stuff. Like anything he was part of.
Now I haven't, like I said, I don't mind opening this up, I guess. We could open this up because I do try to play my records, of course. Hang on a second, because it's a gatefold.
How did you get it signed?
Oh no! It was sold this way.
Oh, I see.
And
it would be nice to meet him, man. That's a bucket list guy for me.
You talking about Peterick?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking 4th of July, 2006. The whole band came. We thought, I felt bad. We thought it was a free show because there wasn't anybody there taking money Well, it turned out that my friend Tim Smith, Thrifty Tim's Music, by the way, on YouTube, his kid tried to come back in with like a lawn chair, and they're like $3, please. And they're like, "What are you talking about? We didn't pay to come in here. We've been in here for a while." And so they let him through. Wow. Jim was the coolest dude. Okay, we got to meet him before the show. Turned out one of my work buddies was running lights. On one of these days, I ought to just pull out the live pictures. This is when all 7 of them were still alive. Okay. Wow. And now 2 are dead, if I remember correctly. So you got 5, but they've been together since 64. Okay. But one of the things, and I would have loved to have had better pictures, but for some dumb reason, there was no merch. They didn't bring any merch. And there wasn't any lights where at least you could take good pictures. So I happen to have, signed by all 7, I have an Ides of March vehicle LP, an original. Oh, yeah. And I'm telling you, I was like, that's one of my proudest little Chicagoland signing moments, was to get all of them in silver Sharpie. Okay, let's see what this gatefold looks like. We're going to look together.
Oh, that's nice.
Cool. Yeah.
And then, of course, you're back. And we got, like I said, there's double album. I don't know what any of this stuff exactly is on here, but we get to side 4.
What kind of words are in the inside of that? What kind of words are they speaking about, like in that paragraph? Are they talking about the album or the band, or
what are you?
Or is that lyrics?
Well, no, it's actually
all that text. Is that just credits?
There's a lot of credits and thanks and stuff like that, but it does go off and say, I'll read this little paragraph because it says, "The Ides of March, legend. Play On is the culmination of 55 years of rehearsals, CD bars, teen clubs, recording sessions, road trips, greasy spoons, tours, pop festivals, major concerts, and above all else, the camaraderie of 4 great school pals from Berwyn, Illinois, who were determined to give the Beatles a run for their money. Play On is the result of all the life lessons we've experienced over those 55 years musically, spiritually, and in the art of positivity that has always defined our message, vibe, and sound. If music is the wine of love, play on.
Yeah.
Play on. I
And
like that.
you do have as additional guests on here, I guess. So some of this is live. David Pack from Ambrosia.
Love him.
I don't know who Mindy Bear is. Kathy Richardson, who she was in Love Janice in one of the productions of that. Paul Schaefer, he's on here. Tom Duty.
Oh, wow.
I said Duty from the Crying
Yeah,
Shames.
dude. Yep.
Joe Bonamassa is
I've heard
also
of
on
him.
here.
Blues.
Mark
Nice.
Farner. Mark
Grand
Farner.
Funk.
And
Grand Funk.
lastly, Bo Bice.
Really?
Oh, he's
Wow.
on
What year did this come out?
2019 Ides of March
I
have an
see.
official website. You can get it on CD also. Now I sound like a commercial.
That was
But-
about the same year they did that special. So that might have actually came, PBS over here would have, like, if you did a donation, you'd get an album package or something, for part of your donation. You were buying, like, the record or a video of the show.
Let's see here. I don't have no room.
How much did you pay for that?
32.
Nice.
It's double album. And then, of course, your lyrics are on one side of that.
Yeah.
That's one LP. Let's see. Did they give me...
And what's the track listing like? It's just, obviously Vehicles on that.
They sleeved this very well, by the way. This is an outer lyric sleeve and a poly inner.
Whoa.
So just straight black vinyl, which is fine by me. Not, colored vinyl's cool, but I don't have to have it all the damn time.
Yeah.
Now I'm sorry. What was the question? I heard a question.
What I said, obviously vinyl, Vehicles on it. What any other hits that they put on there? Like what's the track list?
I'll mention that in a second because that'd be your side 4. Okay, the Ides of March. Here's some more photos. Really nice.
Awesome.
And then, yeah, both are black vinyl and very nice. So yeah, side 4. Now it does not say if this is re-records or not. Okay. I'm guessing they're not.
If they got Bo Bice on there, there's definitely re-records or it's live,
Well, no. I think, okay, so listen, it just says side 4 vintage vinyl. Okay. Again, I'll explain why I think this is actually from the original stuff. Before I go any farther, Kimba is here.
Hey, Kimba.
Mom's front page. The little welcoming committee. Any good movies? Great show. I wish you would do an all Arky show. I don't know too many people, though, that are here right now. Kimba says, hi, Shannon. Kimba's a good soul, Shannon. She's nice. I tried to read Lord of the Rings 20 years ago, but I couldn't finish it. I have no idea what happened to that damn ring. And Ben is here, too. So the vintage vinyl on the side 4, it shows You Wouldn't Listen and Roller Coaster. Now, they used to be on Parrot before they went to Warner Brothers. I happen to have Roller Coaster on a 45, and I'm surprised Parrot never did put an album out on these guys, but I guess they just didn't think that in the world of Tom Jones and Engelbert Humperdinck that that they could fit anybody else. And anyways, so you get a mono mix of Vehicle, it says so here. Air of Good Feeling, One Woman Man, Superman, the stereo mix, LA Goodbye, and Flipside. That's your vintage stuff. So my guess is either they leased or they actually own their masters for that stuff, which would be nice. Because it's been a long time since I saw any official Ides of March issues, whether it was albums or otherwise. Because I showed, do I still have it over here? Nah. I must have put it in the way. But I found an RCA finally, an RCA Ides, because those aren't that easy to find. That's mid-70s stuff. But yeah, I had to explain to my friend John, the significance of the Ides of March and being one of the first horn rocks Horn Rockers, along with, of course, Chicago and Chase. Most people don't know that Peterick actually did a Chase album, Pure Music. It was the last album that Chase did before the plane crash. Where it turned out he was supposed to be on that plane, Peterick was, and something happened and he couldn't do it. And next thing you know, it wasn't the whole band that died. It was kind of like a oh God, like a I'm so sorry, Otis Redding situation with his bar case. There was a couple survivors, and
Yeah.
there was a couple for Chase too, because I've got a CD where they tried to continue the story. Yes, those vintage stuff, definitely indeed. So you know what? That was pretty much my quote show and tell. Does anybody here happen to have something they maybe recently acquired and they want to go off and show something? I'm going to make myself small. Let's get small, says Steve Martin.
Hey, Paul, you
Hmm.
want me to show the rest of those jazz albums I got last Saturday?
We could show a handful. Go grab some.
I have a shitload. I could show them real fast.
Okay. I just go ahead and have some fun. Meanwhile, guys, hey, yes. So I'm glad to have all you people here. That is for sure. Is that a movie camera you're sitting next to there, sir?
Right here, it's a movie.
Yes. Oh boy, I love those things. I miss that crap from the old days. I'll explain in a little bit.
All right, well, I'll wait till Dave's showing his stuff.
I'll show you some other jazz albums I got last weekend. Ray
Dancing
Bryant.
the Big Twist with Ray Bryant and his compo.
He's a I forget. I think he's a pianist. Yeah, he's a pianist. Early 60s album. I'll show you a bunch more real fast. Billy Butterfield.
Okay.
He's a trumpet player. Late 50s album.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah. I have a whole bunch. Rosemary Clooney and the Hi-Lows.
Ah, yes. Rosemary. George's mom? Aunt? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. Hi-Lows was a local group. Wild Bill Davis was a jazz organist.
Nice.
Probably never. You guys don't never heard of him, probably.
Well, there's a lot of them I never heard of, but it's still cool to be able to see them.
Larry Algart was a band leader, Sophisticated 60s.
Nice cover.
That's him on the back.
He almost has that Mitch Miller-ish kind of wave to him.
Who is that?
I'm sorry, Larry Algart.
Oh, it looked like Pete Fountain for a minute there.
Oh yeah, sort of. And his brother, Les Elgart, another band leader.
The band with that sound.
Yeah.
That's what you collect. You collect
If I come
and stuff.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Melody. What'd you say?
No, I said you collect a lot of swing and stuff, big band.
I love big band jazz. If I come across it, yeah.
Oh my God, I got like loads of it. Honestly, I should let you look through what I have because I have like mucho.
Here's a vocal group. Ever heard of Four Freshmen?
Excuse me one moment, sir. We'll be back to this in a second. Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest.
I got a bunch more.
It's been quite a while, actually, since this one was here. In fact, it was so long ago. Kevin was still alive. Rest in peace, Beans. And I know she likes seeing cat butthole. Unfortunately, I do not know. Yeah, you had to go backwards to see that part. Toby, somebody wants to see her butthole. Anyways, she's still cool, even if she was born eastbound and down. Ladies and gentlemen, Shenanigan. Now, you guys don't know her very well.
Oh, thank you so much.
This is one that lives down the street from me,
Thank
actually.
you so much.
Oh, cool.
Nice to meet you.
No, now I live in Beaver Shores.
Oh, that's right. I'm
But,
sorry. Beaver Shores.
Yeah, the fact that you guys were even talking about Jerry Reed in my time of need has encouraged me to find my deep down country soul again. I
You
wrote a
have
song
seen the
today
light.
about a friend. Well, I've seen the darkness because it's really fucking dark out here, as you can tell. In
Not
the
sparked by
woods.
a light.
I'm pretty sure there's ticks and dicks out there somewhere. I'm scared. Okay.
I'm sorry. Just the way you said it.
It's the truth. It's Arkansas.
And they
What the
both
hell
suck.
do you expect? But so I was commenting a few weeks ago as my grandmother, Patsy Angel, she passed away, and so I was literally talking from the dead for a little bit, and now I have purchased a trailer house. Oh no, out at this place called Beaver Shores.
You're officially a trailer park girl?
Ah,
God damn.
Officially, oh my God, I've been a
damn.
townie for so long.
Okay, wait a minute. That makes that. Oh my God, that makes me even.
But I did want to
Oh!
mention the Jerry Reed. I did want to mention the Jerry Reed, because Smokey and the Bandit has been and will be always my favorite movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I don't know why. It's probably because everybody in my family were truck drivers.
It makes sense.
Ladies and
You
gentlemen,
know,
my final
love
guest
Fred.
up here on the show. Excuse me 1 second. My final guest on the show coming up. You know what? I think if Burt Reynolds and Jerry Reed could get away from the Bandit, I also think this gentleman could too, and even flip off and make a few cool voices to boot. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jeff Allen.
Yes, I'm here.
Hey,
Okay,
yes.
sit down. All right.
good to see you.
Let's, standing ovation.
It's nice
Standing
to be
trailer ovation.
I love you people. I just do.
talking about
So,
Jerry Reed. Hold on.
yes, the big boss man. Not to be
Pretty
confused
Mary
with the wrestler.
Sunshine, she's all right with me. Love that song from Scooby Doo.
I'm just going to call you Ohio Dave, if I may, or Dayton. And you know what? Shenanigans, you already have yourself a fan. Because she's like, I like her. Ta-da!
Yeah.
Toby, we want to see your butthole. Where are you at?
Bring
Oh,
it.
well.
I don't think I'm going to see that.
Release the butthole cut.
You know what though? I mean, like, what was it? This morning? It was this morning, right? So I'm sitting here trying to get on the computer, and Toby, on her own, jumps on my lap. She goes, jump, and then you could hear it all the way through, and then jumps around to look like a fur stole. I'm sitting here going, Toby, I'm going to have to move eventually, and I'm going to have to take you off of me. And all I heard was, I'm like, all right,
But she's
fine,
so
whatever.
happy.
You lost a wheel. Oh, my, oh my. It wasn't a wheel of fire, was it? You see what I did there? What, Kimba? Oh, I'm sorry, backwards. Randy, you have no idea. Oh, you have no idea what happened to me last week. What, Kimba? Sorry, I lost a wheel.
You picked a fine time to leave me loose, wheel.
On the 18-wheeler, Kimba? Because if that's the case, you still have 17 wheels. Well, I normally wouldn't mind having Randy, but you see now I'm the cheapo version of StreamYard, and this is my max.
On me all the time.
Breaker 19, convoy.
We gotta break your heart, boy. Okay.
I love that
I
song.
love that song.
Great
Don't
tune.
even get me started.
Convoy.
Time to put the hammer down.
Yeah,
But
right.
my favorite trucking song is 6 days on the road and I'm going to make it home tonight.
Be
No,
quiet,
Make this
Dave.
job
Yeah,
and
no
simple.
get
Oh
back
no,
on
I
I'm
ain't
the
a work
Mustang.
scanner here no
Oh,
more.
Kimba. No,
This conversation is verbatim.
I don't
My
believe you.
mother, whose name was Park It and Party Peaches on the CB, she was running a boat down through Fort Smith, and she went under an overpass, and she saw the state trooper up there. And he said, hey, look, young blood, you're going to have to let off of that metal a little bit. He said, I clocked you at doing 195. And she said, well, officer, I'm afraid you're wrong because I know I was doing 110.
Do they still do the 10-100 and the 10 thing and all that on CB, or is it like a little more streamlined?
You know, I wouldn't know. I haven't gone 10
I don't even know
100.
if I don't even know if they even have like CB,
You know what
radio.
got me about Smokey and the Bandit is that Burt Reynolds told Sally Field to crawl under for 10 cents.
Yeah.
Would you want Frog having a crawl on it for 10 cents? Really? I'd crawl over just for the fun. But,
Do you know sometimes at work I'll just go off and I'll go, I got to do a 10-100. I'll be back in a few. Are you coming up here now? Okay. Are you teasing me? Okay. Somebody wants to see your butthole. You want to come up here?
No.
Come on.
No.
See it, Toby.
Now remember in Dumb and Dumber what was the cat's name in Dumb and Dumber?
I don't remember.
Second Butthole.
Oh,
And he goes, "Why did you name it Butthole?" He actually picks up the tail. He goes, and he just points at the butthole. Why do you think? It's hysterical. It's hysterical. It's the one funny part in the whole entire movie because the movie is not good.
See, now, Kimba, my executive producer, Donna Jo Cat Lady, had the same damn problem. She leaves a tire tracks, and she didn't even get past a mile off the road. That was the end of that. I'm telling you, some of these people that work on the cars are idiots. I wish I was mechanically inclined. This is one of the weaknesses. I wish. Yeah, no shit, right? I mean, I had to get myself. Even Shenanigan doesn't know about this. I had to get a new car. The Toyota's gone.
What?
Yeah, I have a Mercury Mariner now. I have a mini SUV.
Oh yeah, you left Joe's show to say that.
I'm a Mariner now.
Oh my God! Look, I could have handled you. We could be friends before, but now I don't know if we can be friends now.
Well, that was the line crossing. Who's in love with the drunken sailor? Who? And Jeff, throw that imitation I love so much.
Which one?
Crabs.
SpongeBob, what's eating me, boy?
Are you ready, kids? Aye, Captain. Oh!
You want to know how I'm feeling, boy? You want to know?
This is why I love this place. You were in the Jeff. You should have been in the voiceover business.
No, I know. A lot of people tell me the same thing.
Like truly missed opportunity.
I know.
What in the Yakima canoe?
Before I went out for surgery on my foot, they gave me a new walkie-talkie to use, and it was just like Buford T. Justice, right? It had the cord on the shoulder. Right? And so me being the smart ass that I am, I get on there and I'm like, "Hello, Mr. Bandit."
Nice.
Oh God.
Jackie Gleason was just he was great in that movie.
Kind of lost their way in Smoking the Bandit 3.
Yeah.
You know what? If you saw Smokey and the Bandit 3, we can't be friends. You know,
I'm
we
saying
can go up to 2.
Smoking Man 3 kind of lost his way. It really did. It was like
One and two over
that whole.
What about the Enos brothers?
But what?
The Enos
Hey,
brothers.
wait a second. I don't know if anybody knows this. Wait. Sorry. But the guy from Sons of Anarchy that played Opie is the son of Enos from Dukes of Hazzard.
Nice.
So,
Cute.
Rick Hurst, the deputy, not Roscoe P. Coltrane, the other deputy, Rick Hurst. Yeah, Rick Hurst.
Wow.
I used to love that show.
On the next Sons of Anarchy, they invade
Just a good old boy.
Hazard County.
I love playing that song. I play that song all the time. I love
I
that
said
song.
that you should actually do an all Arky show because I have a list of about that long of famous Arkies that are in music. So
What was it? What was it? Yeah, see, the first victims.
Corey Vance. I know what you're talking
Damn
about.
it! I just was going to say that, Jeff. I
The
said
replacements.
the first victims that the Sons of Anarchy tied up in chairs was Coy and Vance Duke. They died first.
they deserved it.
They did deserve it.
Coy and Vance. Oh
now
my!
the fucking Coy and Vance fan club are going to come after my ass. Oh well.
Here they come.
Well, it's a good thing you just changed cars.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
You can come hide out in Beaver Shores.
That's what she said.
Beaver Shores. That sounds like a porn movie of some sort.
Starring John Holmes.
Don't
Kate
get
Martin,
me started.
Kate Parker.
I just have a legal income now. I'm trying not to make moonshine, people.
Ooh.
Let me take you down, cause I'm going to Beaver Shores.
Don't get some more.
It's right next to
Where
Pierce.
everyone snores.
No. There's actually a documentary called Popcorn Sutton, The Last Batch. It's on YouTube. It's from PBS. He's not from Arkansas.
Bill, that's what Davy Crockett would wear. And we don't want to see it.
Beaver Shorts.
Long live popcorn.
Oh my God.
Long live popcorn.
It's all right. I think we all tried that, Kimba. We all did.
Dukes of Hazzard.
I still have my Dukes of Hazzard watch from 1980.
What the hell?
Wow.
Look at you.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm a little jealous now. I am for some reason.
I still have John Snyder tied up in the back.
That's where he's been the last week.
That's where he's been.
He was supposed to be
That's
in
where
Branson
he's
at a concert. Oops, now I know where he is.
That's why they never redid Smallville.
Wow.
That was it. Him and Jensen Ackles are down there in the, well, you might call it a shed, but
No Tom Wopat.
Tom Wopat, we ate him for, last
Breakfast.
December. Last
Ladies and gentlemen,
December.
on the next special Dukes of Hazzard, Hannibal Lecter drops in.
Yep. He ate him.
But I would like to ask you, Jerry Reed fans, I would like to ask you guys this, because, sometimes I sit around and I get bored and stupid and drunk, and I'm like, somebody should have wrote a Smokey and the Bandit prequel. Not NyQuil. I'm talking about a prequel.
That means, yeah.
But some
Like
have been
when
written at NyQuil.
Snowman and the Bandit met. Like they was maybe high schoolers or just out of trucking school. You know what I mean? Like that. Because in the first movie, it was very detailed.
Little puppy.
They
Fred,
had
too.
shenanigans.
Fanfic, if nothing else.
No.
I love that
Could
dog.
you imagine? Yeah, Fred.
And Buford
Fred.
Justice.
My dad, my real life dad, named my stepmom Fred. Phed.
Fred.
Because
Wow.
she was his
And now.
dog, whatever.
He was his dog.
She was chicken finding. But seriously,
Dog.
isn't that like a fabulous idea? Somebody already should have thought of it. A prequel.
Get going on the
Just
script.
That could be
Bandit.
cool. Right to the
Who would
state
play-
of Burt Reynolds.
No.
Yeah, and who would play like a young Jackie Gleason?
Norm Macdonald was still alive.
Up their ass, long.
I wish.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
a hard one, really.
Man.
It's hard to fill. Hard shoes to fill, man.
Jared Ferguson.
Sean Connery, you've got the board. That's not my name. What?
Who the
Turd
fuck is Sean
Ferguson.
Connery?
Listen,
can you do a
Monty
Sean?
Bank.
I was gonna say, can you do a
I'll-
Sean Connery impression?
I'll take anal bum cover for 1,000. I was in the League of
There you go.
Extraordinary Gentlemen. Money penny, drop your panties.
Where the hell's
Get
Pam?
that-
There was an unofficial
Conversation's
prequel
getting
for
way
Smokey
too
and the Bandit. It went straight to TV, but it's called Bandit. Bandit Goes Country.
Oh, really? Never
Uh-oh.
heard that one.
Really?
There you go,
Yeah, I've
Shannon.
never heard of it either till just now.
I'll have to look that up.
319, it's shenanigans looking for Smokey. No, wait, no.
The new song.
What's that one where? Isn't there another one where Jerry Reed actually plays the bandit himself? He puts on the
Yeah.
red shirt and the white. That
That was
wasn't 3. I think it was.
That's
I think
number
it's the one
3,
after.
asshole.
It is number 3. I thought
That's
there
the
was one
phrase.
after
Yes.
3.
Remember the phrase that pays, ladies and gentlemen?
Because
and
what's
if
the
you're
one where
first
Jackie
one to
Gleason
mention
plays the
it,
bandit?
you'll get a no prize.
There's
That's
another
number
one where
3.
Jackie
Never.
Gleason plays the bandit.
Never, never, never. Never, never,
I
never.
thought I
Never
thought
heard
I
of it.
saw
When
one where
he
he
played
played the bandit.
himself, he played himself a homo. He played himself a Canadian. And he played himself the same dickhead from Texas in the third movie.
Was the song in the
So-
third movie East?
Yeah, I forget. No, I don't think so.
Is
I
it?
haven't
Is it
seen the movie
down and
since
up?
I was a kid.
Get off my earth. I'm gonna hurt your ass. Stop doing this stupid movie. It was just all crashing. You know,
I haven't
unless
seen the
you
movie.
There's
have
like 7
actually been taken into a rocking chair, like they did in the first movie, where he was hiding from that cop.
Hmm.
He's hidden by those people. Okay, I've literally been in that situation where, well, I'll just say I was holding, and I really couldn't afford to sentence it again at the time. So it's like, and between Alma and Muldrow, to be in that rocking chair right before you get to the 76 truck stop is something you can never, ever, ever imagine feeling safe. It's like being with your homies, and they're just like all around you and ain't gonna let nothing bad happen to you because they know you got this fun menu. So we'll stop at that truck stop. Unless you've been in that situation, nobody knows what a rocking chair is. And now I've talked about way too much stuff. Now the CIA is probably looking for me. God damn it, I just moved to a trailer park in the woods, and now I'm done.
Shannon,
So-
I have an important question in regards to that truck stop.
Oh,
So,
God.
okay, so you know how sometimes we discussed previously on here about the ice cream truck and how the code word for getting marijuana was the shittiest ice cream that was in like a coconut surprise or some shit. If you ordered a coconut surprise, then you handed over the money, you got the weed. Well, if you went to the truck stop diner and you picked shit on a shingle or like the crappiest thing that they have, would that mean that the lot lizard would come out and do you immediately in the behind the dumpster?
No, you're gonna have to go into the fucking restaurant like a normal fucking human being and order a Hurricane Gussie.
A what?
Ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen, it's Jerry
hurricane.
Flower humor. If you guys don't get
No,
that,
it's not.
I shouldn't
It's
know
not.
who that is.
I can smack the fuck out of you because you don't even know.
Go ahead.
Nothing,
Go
Flower.
ahead. Do it. I say
It-
do it.
And you're
It's
not the
not
only one
Jerry
that's
Flower.
about this in the trailer
Some people
park.
The
really
long walk
enjoy
from
that.
Beaver Shores,
His
baby.
name is Gene Tracy. You
Oh,
need to
that's right.
order
I'm wrong. I'm
a
wrong.
Hurricane Gussie.
Is he a dick?
Hurricane Gussie.
Who was asking?
Who the hell can fuck in this kind of weather?
It's all hot and shit.
Not here. It's cold today over here.
God, I need a hi hat and a cymbal. That's what I need.
It was 87 degrees here.
Boom.
Welcome to the wacky evening zoo.
Hey, Jen.
Yeah.
After my former mother-in-law's memorial service. We went over to her apartment,
Yeah.
because we had to start packing stuff because they wanted her out. They wanted her stuff out by the 24th, right? So we're packing stuff up, and I go, and something just hit my brain, just like that. And I'm like, I gotta get it, and I did.
What is it?
Her salt shaker.
Why the salt shaker?
Oh, wait a minute. I want to see the salt shaker. Hang on. Sorry.
Me too.
Ah, okay.
I feel like we've all had that salt shaker.
This
It does
is
kinda look like
famous.
that. It's a famous salt shaker.
Yeah. Her last words to me, because there was a joke on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
My daughter goes, "Hey, Grandma, can I get you anything?" And she's like, "Can you get me some mashed potatoes?" And she goes, "Yeah, I can get you some." And then a half hour later, and Stephanie goes, "Well, how are the mashed potatoes, Grandma?" And she goes, "They could use a little salt." And so for the rest of the day, no matter what we said to Grandma, she said, "Well, it could use a little salt." She was making a joke the whole day. And I thought it was hilarious, right? So after she had her food tube and everything else removed, right, we got in to see her, and she could only whisper to us, right? And so she called me over. She's like, and so I go over and I go, "Yeah." And she goes, "I just wanted to tell you something." I go, "Okay." She goes, "I need something." I go, "Okay, what do you need? I'll get it for you." And she goes, "Just a little salt." I go,
Oh
"Man,
my
you're
god,
not
that
gonna,
does make it awesome that you picked the salt shaker.
I go, "You're not gonna let that one go, are you?" I go, "That's pretty good."
She would have wanted you to have it. Okay. I think that was the right move.
So I got it. And damn it, she never filled the damn thing.
Ah, you gotta bring your own salt.
I know.
That's why she thought everything needed more salt. She was out.
So I just looked at her and I go, "Man, I love you. I swear."
Hey, Shannon, I don't know if you accidentally undid yourself. I didn't push goodbye to you. So, but if for example, though, it says here, Shannon needs Travolta in a mechanical bull and looking for love in all the wrong places. Gangster as fuck.
Ooh.
Yes. Damn.
Hey, Paul, can I hear you show the rest of those albums?
Oh yeah, sure. Hang on. After we have a commercial message. We have a commercial message from shuckindatcorn.com, ladies and gentlemen. Shuckindatcorn.com. Okay, I know that was corny. Keep going.
There it is. What you got?
I'll hurry up. I showed half of his Benny Goodman album.
Ah, with
Cool.
Andre Previn.
Yeah, I haven't listened to all of them yet, but Glenn Gray and the Castle Orchestra, late 50s.
Cool.
He does old bands.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, songs by their bands.
Whole bunch of
Nice.
fun.
Some of those.
A lot of these are DJ copies too.
Nice. I like some of that music. I just have to be in the mood for it. In the mood. Da-da.
Harry James,
Hey.
mid
There you
50s album Capitol.
Reminds me of the Three Stooges. He's blowing that horn right in Mo's ear, and he's like, "Hey, Harry James." He's like, "Oh, I'm not that good." And he's like, "You said it."
There's a few other Harry James albums. Harry James.
Oh my. If he was a little bit to his left, there would have been some trouble and a lot of blood.
Airplane.
Oh yes. Hey, start the engine.
I thought about that. Yeah.
That was the end of Harry James.
Harry James plays Neil Hefti or Hefty. How you pronounce?
Oh yeah, the Batman
You know,
theme.
Hefty's great. Yep.
Batman. Is
I
that
got
on there? Is Batman theme on there? That'd be funny.
No, it's not.
Ah, shit.
Neil Hefty's from Nebraska, my home
He was
state.
such a joker.
Call her live album. I haven't listened to this one yet.
Look at the tape on the covers. I love that.
Yeah, someone did that. At least they tried, I guess.
You'd be surprised. A lot of people before, when they would freshly buy the album, they take it out of the plastic and actually put tape on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they didn't want the covers to split.
Here's
They were easy back then.
Preventative measures.
From different. Plas Johnson.
Now, what an awesome cover that is.
Yeah.
That is neat.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, please. I'll
Yeah,
take that whiskey.
You get away with that back then.
Yep.
I think this is Dixieland artist, Yanko.
That one says a lot. Big
Big
Yank.
Yank is here. There's a porn name if I ever heard of one.
Yep, Big
Yeah.
Yank
Doing
and a
all right,
squirt.
Mike. Oh my
Here's a-
God.
There's a various artists,
Cool guys and dolls.
Teddy Charles.
I see Mose Allison. He was
Yeah.
an Arkansan.
He was? Oh, yeah. I know he's from the
Mhm.
South.
And over on her back was good old Arkansas.
So it's a bunch of different jazz artists, Manhattan Jazz All-Stars. A Glenn Miller comp.
Aw.
Yeah.
Well, I've got his greatest hits down here.
Von Monroe, 40s band leader.
Well, there you
Nice.
You see him chatting her up.
go. Yeah.
Some Dixieland jazz, Bob Scobie.
I'm sorry. For 2 seconds, I thought that said Scooby. I'm going, what the heck?
Scooby Dooby Doo.
Yes.
Doobie,
Jack Lemmon, Jack Teagarden, sorry. He's a trumpet and singer. And two non-jazz artists. Jack Lemmon sings and plays from.
I still like that cover. That's funny. That's before Victor Victoria and Tootsie, ladies and gentlemen. There you go.
Oh yeah, the original right there.
Yep.
That's right.
That's good. Well, I think I should say that.
That's a cool
Yeah.
cover.
And by the way, Kim, not to be confused with Yank Williams III. Okay, just to let you know that there.
I found it. Here's a Lead Ford album. Maybe,
Oh, I love that.
Oh, that's a great album right there.
Deadly on it and Close My Eyes
Went to a
Forever.
party last Saturday night.
Yeah,
Didn't get
I love
paid.
the
Got no fight.
Out for Blood record.
So it says here. So how many suckers do you think will shell out $1,400 for the latest cash grab from the Lennon
Oh.
camp? Not
I will.
I.
I've heard at
won't.
least two.
Well,
Well, teach his
That's
own.
a-
You know, if they
that's-
like
that's
it, that's
because-
it's good for them. You know.
that's
I'm happy
that's
for him.
only
He does
That's-
have amazing movies. I read his kid's book. That was a good read. If you've never not read, I think it's Chris Lemon. Find it at your local library or something. I got it for like $1. That's
What
yeah.
about-
Look at that.
what-
Googly
what
eyes. Hey,
I heard that,
listen.
that.
Vaginal
about
is
peanut
here,
butter?
ladies and gentlemen. Vaginal.
Mhm.
Oh, by the way, returning from Beaver Shores, I'm gonna get
Let
some
me
coffee.
take you down.
talk
'cause
amongst
we're
yourselves.
Going to
I'll be back. Talk amongst
Beaver
yourselves.
Shores.
Don't run away.
Everyone snores. And nothing
Well,
you want to talk about.
Fishing,
Strawberry
Fishing.
Field Forever.
coal, and worms.
Whoa.
That's all I want to really talk about.
really.
Poles, long, flexible poles, and worms. Now I can. Thank you. Now I can dig up worms.
Just a good old boy. Never meaning no harm. He told you
Oh,
never
yeah,
saw
it was
straight in the curve, slapping the
That
head.
is
Someday the mountain might have come making their way. That's just a little bit more.
more than the love will allow.
Just a good old boy. Never really could. Fighting the system like a tree.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, that's words.
Making their way.
Come on, bring it in.
Just a good old boy. Wouldn't change if they could. Fighting the system like a tree.
Like a tree. Modern.
Yeehaw!
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That
Well,
was
that's in
kick-ass.
tribute. That is in tribute to my little
you, there.
brother, My little brother,
I'm glad you
he's
guys
getting
like
out of prison next month. He's been in Matagorda State Prison for 6 years now. And, that's over
Sorry to
fighting a
hear that.
cop over his firearm in a Walmart down there. So he
And
got
no,
what he deserved, but they're letting him out.
Well,
Thank
sorry
God
to
I'm
hear
not
that,
home
buddy.
right
Since
now.
all that time.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
he ain't
Time
gonna come
to
out
to.
better. He ain't coming out better.
I'm gonna have to kidnap your ass out of Beaver Shores for a little while. Maybe
Yes, but
next
you don't
week.
have to kidnap me
Beaver
no
Shores.
more. Because if you come out here to Beaver Shores, you're
Let
probably
me
the one
take
that's gonna
you
have problems
down,
getting out.
'cause I'm
Hey, I bet you.
going to
I bet you when you wear Beaver
Beaver
shorts, you get itchy.
Shores.
Between
Did
now and
you
the next
just not say
Where
broadcast,
Tony Hawk
everyone
a movie?
snores.
Mello, your homework between now and now. Saturday,
Oh,
unfortunately, I don't think I'm making a broadcast. I found out I got to work, but between now and next Wednesday, sir, do you think you could come up with a Beaver Shores theme song for Winter Comes
Sure.
I just told him that
right next
the
right next to Penis
context,
Album.
fishing,
I used to have
poles,
a band called.
worms.
We used to have a band called Saturday Night Beaver.
I like that. Were you all dressed
Like,
up in
yeah,
white suits, dude?
It
Is
was
it
like a
Saturday
disco.
night beaver.
if there
You
is
know
Saturday
I'm
Night Beaver.
not
you
evenly
should have traded
bought.
Saturday Night Beaver. I'm serious. You
Oh.
should have.
And we looped it up with a little bit of grease.
Oh my.
Oh, bullshit. You lube it up with beaver oil.
Is that sold
Yeah,
in
but
like hardware stores like the Marvel
we're
Mystery
making
Oil?
a connection
Y'all
to
don't
the.
know how to get
We're
beaver
keeping the John
oil.
Travolta
Gonna
connection.
get beaver oil with the deer piss?
Could you? Oh my God! Yeah. We'll give Red Bull a run for their fucking money. So, from the makers of Mrs. Squirrely Squirrel Butter comes,
Gotta get that tiger butter.
and then the slogan would be, Red Bull, fuck you, we got this.
There better not be no. There better
Do
not
it.
be no fucking tigers out here, because I'm gonna have to upgrade my weaponry if there's tigers.
I like the way you said, upgrade my weaponry.
Stewardess, I
What
speak
The
jive.
fuck you think
What's
I'm
your-
messing
oh my
around out here doing? No, I'm gonna be prepared if I gotta live in the woods.
Shannon,
Look,
I need to know what your weaponry is currently in Beaver Shores.
Just hang loose, blow. We're gonna
Yeah,
recharge
Beaver
our battery
Shores.
on the meta side.
a bow, a 22,
But
and a
late to the bone.
410.
Don't mess with Shannon.
Cool.
A 410 will shoot through a school, and I'm at least 30 miles from a school.
Hey, Grateful Dogs, just to throw this factoid out for everybody, I have more real
But I'm
women than other
completely
people's
legal to
podcasts.
fish.
I couldn't hear a damn word you said. What?
Sorry.
Who?
I'll
Her?
shut the hell up.
No,
Shut the
don't
hell
shut up. Don't shut up. I just said, because I'm commenting on this, that I have more real women than most people's broadcasts. That's all. I threw the
Are you
gauntlet
calling me a broad?
in a broad sense of the word.
All right.
Chomping
Look,
wants some help. Chomping
look here.
not gonna get some
Look
help.
here, motherfucker. I've been called a lot of things in my days, but a
Everybody else has to
broad.
be Mr. Motherfucker. Everyone else.
Oh,
I like the
So,
sound.
I ain't reading no dumb. I does her rap.
by the way, I'm going to trademark that for a band name, Mr. Motherfucker. Okay, along with Beaver Shores theme song.
okay.
That'll be our first
Look.
45.
Look, Paul,
Look at
Paul,
Beaver
baby,
Shores.
Paul, baby.
Yeah,
On a
darling. What's
serious
up?
point.
Hello.
On a serious point, I need you to come check me for ticks
I need.
because
Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. She's requesting. You want me to come
Um,
over there and check you for ticks?
there's
Is that
certain things
euphemism for something else?
I just can't see, and there's only
Check
so
out
much
the Beaver
bleach
Shorts
water a
and the
bitch can
Cougar
take.
Ooh.
I mean,
Ticks. Get the
y'all
fuck
can all do it.
Shannon's
Fuck.
body.
As far as I care. Here, look under there. We can do a full body goddamn scan if we need to.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you're requesting a cavity search? You know what? I am
No.
applying to be a TSA over at the
I
XNA
would
airport near the
never,
FBI, and the CIA, and the IRS. So one of the things I have to do is a full cavity body search. So I guess you'll just have to sign the NDA and the consent form.
Look,
Why does everybody want to see my Johnson?
you know I'm not signing a goddamn thing.
You said
Good
Johnson.
Lord.
I just now got my SSI. I'm not signing a goddamn thing. Okay?
So in other words, she's freewheeling.
Freewheeling.
You're gonna get it.
And
And you
fly
don't even know it.
ribbons. I got fly ribbons everywhere.
Oh God.
It's really a trailer park. No, it's a trailer up the top of a hill that basically you better hope I can't put you in my sights when you're doing fucked up things, because
As
look,
an
my
expert
fingers
on
are
this
so
topic,
raw. Look at my
Van-
fingers. They are so raw from making mash.
Oh, MASH?
Yeah.
Do the
Look.
instant mash.
Wait
Do
a
the
minute.
instant
How did you
mash.
find Alan Alda?
Doing the instant mash.
Suicide
mash.
is painless.
Do the mash.
God, you
Mash. Instant mash.
Moonshine mash.
He's just walking out. He's like walking around the house singing like that.
Hold on a minute here. I have a request. It appears. Hang on. Just for 2 seconds here.
Oh my gosh, this is hilarious.
Hello, everybody. This is Harry Carey, the announcer of the Chicago Cubs up in heaven.
Hi.
I'm just here to let you know about Instant Mash, which happens to be really good. You mix it with the manna up here in heaven, and it's a delicacy. You cannot agree. Hey, Ed McMahon. Yeah, I know you want some. Okay, I'll give you some. Ed McMahon here approves. Yes, sir. Anyways, back to the show. Hey, Arnie. Look at fourth row bleachers. Look at that one with the sweet ass. Could you get kind of close up on that while we're waiting for Rick Ruschel to pitch?
Hi.
Imitation.
I do too.
He was great.
I met him a half a dozen times, and he was just such a cool dude.
Awesome.
Who's that?
Harry
Carey.
Carey.
Do you want me to start about Willie Nelson?
The moon is made of green cheese.
Do you want me to start about Willie Nelson?
To all the girls I've done before, gone in and out and in and out.
All the girls I nut before.
Oh my God, that's good.
Here we go.
Okay, so
Missed everything,
I
Dusty.
have a Willie Nelson jacket.
Are you going to
Wait,
show the
that's my
jacket?
Can you
turtleneck.
smoke it?
Yeah, I'm going to show the jacket.
Can you smoke it? That's the question here.
Is it made of hemp? I would
Yeah.
expect.
I have met Willie Nelson in person
Nice.
and Chris Christopherson
Cool.
You
the
smoke a
night
joint with him?
after
I
he
would
got out
smoke
of
a
prison.
joint with them.
You
Easy.
smoke a joint with him?
I'm smoking it. Never mind.
No, I did you smoke a joint with Willie Nelson?
Jesus, one took over the
Yeah.
line.
You
That's
did?
not
You got
really
to
right
smoke a
song,
joint with
Paul.
Willie Nelson.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Jealous.
Okay.
Me
And he
too. I'm
gave
jealous.
my mother. Okay, hang on. Let me flip this around.
That's bucket
Let's
list shit
flip
for me.
Let's flip it around.
Flip it around.
Wildwood flower grew wild on the farm.
Whip
There
it.
we go.
What it was called.
Hey, flip it around.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch,
Oh my God, you did not just say that. Okay.
A little lower. Up.
Circle to the left.
Why don't you just hold it up? It'd be easier.
How about if I just put the fucker on?
Well, you could do that
Yeah.
too. Yeah, there is options here on the Psycho Platter show.
Okay, Cam.
See you, Mike.
Oh, that. All right. So,
Do we need to get some beaver oil to put that on? Okay, there
oh,
we
Jesus
Out
Christ.
of the beaver
I'll
shark.
never see it like that.
Let
go.
me take you down, cause we're going to Beaver
Beaver
Shores.
Shores.
Where everyone snorts.
Jesus.
Nothing
There's
to get
lots of
fucked
things
about.
to lick
That's what
about
you get for Arkansas education.
forever.
Get in your truck and get on out.
I ain't got a shirt. Shut up.
Beaver
All right, here.
Shores
If you don't lick
forever.
it enough, you get the gout.
Beat up a cop at the Walmart.
I was acquitted of all charges.
Uh,
Okay, let's see. Red-headed stranger right there.
oh,
Nice.
oh, yeah. Redheaded straight there. Oop. Oh well. That might be about as best as we're going to get that. But it is a very cool jacket. I have seen it myself and touched it.
Ooh.
It's cool.
Yeah,
What about the
you
beaver
did much
shorts?
more on that jacket. But anyway, it was given to my mother-in-law because she was the head of Willie Nelson's fan club.
Oh,
When she passed away,
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
she was a little bit more portly than I am or was, or she intended to be. But it was in plastic wrap, like all old folks do that stuff, and it had my name on it.
oh,
Nice.
that's so cool.
When Willie had his stuff, seized by the ARI, AIDS, whatever, IRS. Yeah, IRS. That's
Make
them.
letters. I
Them
don't.
revenuers, them fucking
Yeah,
revenuers.
we know what you mean.
My husband, my ex, had some paintings that he had done of Willie. We had several autographed.
Willie?
Willie Nelson family picnic things and stuff like that. Chris Christopherson got out of prison, after his cocaine possession. He was on David Letterman, and you can YouTube this stuff. He was on David Letterman wearing a Beam Me Up Scotty t-shirt. The next night, he was at the Broken Spoke in Austin, Texas, which him and Willie were hangouts. That was their place. And we got the heads up because my ex did the vending machines at the Broken Spoke. So we showed up dressed to the nines. I had silver tails on my big old Western dress and boots, and bolo. There was bolo ties. It was just crazy. The earrings and the hair. That was Jesus Christ. But he was wearing the same T-shirt, Chris Christopherson, that he was wearing that night on the David Letterman show. It said, "Beam me up, Scotty."
Wow.
And somewhere in my, Facebook, Google,
You got a picture of it?
Yeah, God, I got caught in my mouth. But yeah.
So prove he didn't take a shower between those 2 days.
No, it was one day.
No.
It was literally one day. We saw him 11:30 that night at David Letterman, and then we were at his show at 9:30 the next night.
Right.
And they played with a local artist called Kimmy Rhodes, KIMMIE RHODES. There's also been a documentary made about the Broken Spoke. Gary P. Nunn used to produce Austin City Limits. And right here in this area, we're about to have Austin City Limits come to our town.
Awesome.
For
Pretty
what?
much.
I didn't hear about this.
Concert, in case you hadn't heard.
Which concert?
It's called the PBS Austin City Limit thing.
Oh, they're okay. Never mind.
And who's
Keep
on
going.
the bill?
I haven't. Robert Cray, for one.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Robert
they're going to announce
Craze-
more as it gets closer. I'm sure it'll be all star. Like people sign on.
Well, and I just moved from one place to another, so I really haven't had a chance to sit down and listen to the friggin' radio lately because
Right.
of mosquitoes and
Mm.
hillbillies and beavers and shit out here.
You got beaver. Got beaver shorts with the cougar panties.
Oh my God. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to
Uh-oh.
have to wrap this up. I know, but I gotta scram here in a couple minutes. Firstly, I want to thank everybody that is on here. I'm glad you guys made another enjoyable experience. Good God, I just you guys are incredible, and I'm glad to see Shannon's in
You
beaver
are
shorts
incredible
and
too.
has got their other stuff, and Mello is showing Mattel ads. It's swell. It's Mattel. Yes, and you know what, guys? We got almost 40 people watching this at once. I could not believe it. I love you people, but you must be bored. If,
Yeah.
if there's like 40 of you watching, but I will. I have the best people, and let's see, what is this commercial for 2 seconds? I'll take a look here. Now he's intriguing me.
It's old
It's
cartoon.
It's Casper, which is really Richie Rich after he dies. Turns
Is it
into
This is
really?
Casper. Well, I don't
this is a
know.
lost.
That's the theory they're claiming. It's
It's a
really
lost
Casper's.
special.
It's a
It's a lost. It's a lost television show.
Oh, really? Cool.
okay.
I like that one.
Okay, boss, time to retire.
The show was like a one season show.
Thank you. Take care.
Casper the Friendly Ghost, Baby Huey. They all were on a show back in 1959,
Catnip the
Paul.
cat and Herman the mouse.
and that's Maddie Mattel,
Cool.
which sponsored this cartoon.
Definitely never seen that one before.
Right, it's lost. It's not something you'll see. So
Well, I had a whole bunch of show and tell, and now I can't show it. And damn,
Maybe you know what I'd love to see. I'd love to see bits of other stuff on this next week on Fun Day, which is now known as Wednesday here
Well,
at the
someone's gonna
Cycle
have like
Platters. I'm gonna make you small though for now, Mr. Mattel.
Sure, go ahead.
But so yeah, I highly doubt there's not going to be a Saturday broadcast because I have to work at least till 5 o'clock. So,
No problem. No problem.
but everybody, I'm off Wednesday, Thursday next week. So we might do a double banger. I said double bang. And I see Shenanigan disappeared again, but the internet at Beaver Shores must be spotty. But we're glad to have everybody here.
you got spots in his shorts.
Yes, it's sponsored by
Ooh.
Mrs. Squirrely Squirrel Butter and Beaver Shorts, which is the new which is Davy Crockett wore 'em. You can too. Beaver Shorts.
You can
Not to be confused with his uncle Jim Shorts, who was did Short Sports Report. If you understood any of that, if you want a transcript, $59.99. Send it to P.O. Box 6969, Walla Walla, Washington. Uh-oh. It's a kid gang. He's got cars. Oh, it's got a fucking Tommy gun.
Yeah, it's a gun. It's a kid gun
shit.
commercial.
It's Dick Tracy, the early years.
Oh,
Snubby gun.
By the Flower Pot Men. Oh, that's right.
And you're ready for action.
You're ready
Practice
for action,
sharpshooting anywhere
baby.
with this missile man target. You get a snap draw shoulder holster, wallet, badge, and identification card too. Get the Mattel Shooting Shell Snub Nose 38 and shoulder holster
Oh,
set.
yeah.
Not
Only
legally
$4.
wrong.
Get extra greeny stickum caps too. And remember, you can tell it's Mattel. It's,
That's
well,
that's right. You can be a kitty Quinny sweater and be a filthy Harry. Dirty Harry is trademarked. All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Hey, thanks for
I
letting
want
us come
everybody
out.
to have a kick-ass week. I thank you
Yeah.
all for coming on here. We're going to try again for next Wednesday, and we'll go from there. I love you all. Like and sub, please, if you care to. And everybody have a good evening. Thank
You
you.
too.
God bless everyone.
Thanks.
Later on.